Hi guys and welcome to today's Empties video. It's the first Empties of 2015, therefore the majority of these products were actually finished during 2014, but since I really want to have a clear out, it's about time I get rid of all these products as well. I quite enjoy filming these videos. I hope you guys enjoy watching them, but I don't enjoy storing the product. It's a bit of a hassle. I'll start with the product that's in every single Empties video, and that's dry shampoo. I love dry shampoo. I kind of couldn't live without dry shampoo. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I love it. The first one I'll talk about is Batiste Care and Vitality. They always kind of release these new fancy, not fancy, but they always release new types of dry shampoo. I think Batiste is always going to be Batiste. It would always be my favourite, and I don't know if this is really extra care for healthy hair. I kind of just think it was exactly the same as the other one. Then on to Aussie Miracle Dry Shampoo. I had this one forever. I don't like it. It doesn't really do very much. It kind of is quite wet in my opinion and not powdery enough, so it kind of just almost dampens my hair but doesn't soak up any oils, so I wouldn't recommend this one, and I won't be repurchasing. Then on to the product that everyone has been talking about, and that's CoLab. This was released by Ruth Crilly, which is a model recommends here on YouTube, and this is okay. I don't love it. It still doesn't beat Batiste, but I can see why everyone likes it. I personally have very fine, very greasy hair, therefore I need a dry shampoo that will soak it up and add texture to my hair. This does that, but Batiste does it better. Lots of my friends love this. I think it's because my hair is so fine and is so greasy that I need something just a little bit heavier than this, but my friends and loads of YouTubers and bloggers love this, so it's definitely worth a try if Batiste isn't for you. If you're one of those people that thinks Batiste is too white, then try this because it's pretty much invisible, I think. Oh, I've actually got one more dry shampoo, of course. This one is the Herbal Essences Clearly Naked. Once again, don't love it. Had it for ages, wouldn't repurchase and wouldn't recommend it. Doesn't really do very much for my hair, doesn't soak up as much oil as I need it to, and it's more expensive than Batiste, so it's not for me. Staying on hair, but moving on from dry shampoo, this is so grubby, I'm embarrassed to show it, but this is the Phyto Spray Volume Intense. Really good product, a little bit sticky. I don't know if they do a non-intense version, maybe that would be slightly less sticky, but if you're looking for a good volume spray, this is definitely a good one to look into. It requires a little bit of work, but you also get a lot of hold from it, which is great. I then have two cleansers which are identical. This was in my 2014 favourites, and it's the Radical Hydrating Cleanser. This is my favourite cleanser. I actually have a new one which I'm using at the moment, but this doesn't dry out my skin at all. It actually, I don't know if I would go as far as say as it hydrates it, but it doesn't strip it or damage the hydration that I've already got in it. Why is my hair getting stuck to my zip? Huh. I have two, and I haven't actually recently finished them. I just had a little bit left at the bottom of both of them, so I kind of just ended up finishing what I had left. It smells good, it's great all year round. I use it on my eyes. I don't know if you're supposed to. Doesn't leave a residue, which I find so many balm cleansers do, and it drives me crazy, especially as I do like to fake tan. That's something I can't be dealing with, so if you're looking for an amazing cleanser, this is the one that I would go for. I then have two deodorants to show you. I'll start with the Soft and Gentle 48 Hour Protection Orange Blossom and Grapefruit. Really like this deodorant. I don't know if it's necessarily any better than the rest of them, but it smells good. It definitely keeps me dry all day, and I think 48 hours is pushing it because I bath more than every 48 hours obviously, but it definitely does keep me dry. But I don't know if you can hear, but I actually have a lot of product left. But the spray stopped working, which is basically the story of my life this month. I've had so many sprays stop working, so I've stopped using this, which is a shame, but it is quite a good deodorant, and I've got a smaller one which I'm using at the moment. The other deodorant I finished is probably my favourite, and it's the Nivea Pearl and Beauty Anti-Perspirant 48 Hour Gentle Care. I really like roll-ons, so that's why I've got this one in a roll-on, and this scent reminds me of holiday. I think I keep one of these in Portugal, which is why it reminds me of holiday so much. The only downfall of this deodorant is you don't want to drop it and you don't want to travel with it because it's in a glass bottle. I had a little mini one of these in my handbag, and one day I put my hand in my handbag and I pulled it out, and there was this coloured like slightly sticky, very slimy stuff in my handbag, and I was horrified. For a good few seconds I had no idea what it was and what it was doing in my handbag, but turns out luckily it was just my deodorant that had broken, but really I'd rather if it hadn't broken. And it is a really good deodorant, just not for that really. It doesn't irritate or anything like that, which is my favourite thing. I think it's quite a cooling product as well, so would definitely recommend this if you're looking for a deodorant that you're not travelling or carrying around. Then I finished my favourite mascara. I've spoken about this mascara so much, I don't necessarily think it's necessary for us to go through it again, but basically this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and it is the best mascara I have ever tried, and I just love it. I've got a new one of these which I'm using at the moment. I don't actually have it on today, but it's pretty much, maybe in a month I use another mascara twice, if that. It's just the best. I have one body product which is the Earle Energising Body Scrub. Really like it, not necessarily the most abrasive or best body scrub. I think it is quite a gentle body scrub in my opinion, but it's a really nice one if you're gonna kind of use it every other day to kind of keep your skin looking great, but you don't really need like a full-on scrub. I also think it's quite unisex. The packaging isn't too girly, the smell is pretty unisex as well. It's damask rose flower water, sweet orange oil, and a few essential oils as well, but I did actually really enjoy using this, although it's quite hard to get out of here in my opinion, especially like when my hands are wet and I just want to like scoop something up and scrub it on. I don't necessarily love squeezy scrubs because of that. On to skincare, I finished my Caudalie Beauty Elixir. Love this, really good. A little bit expensive, but I would still repurchase it. I have another bottle of this which I'm actually going to put to the side and I'm not going to use because there's a lot of other kind of facial mists that I like just as much, I think, but for some reason this is still always the one that I go for, so I'm just going to put that one to the side and kind of give a few other ones a go for now, but I will definitely be coming back to this very, very soon. The facial moisturiser I have finished is the Origins Make a Difference Plus moisturiser. Really good moisturiser, especially if you have slightly dehydrated skin but you don't want something that's too oily. You can use the AM and PM, which is great. It doesn't have an SPF, which is kind of its downfall, but it works really beautifully under makeup, and it's definitely one I would consider repurchasing, although I'm currently using another Origins one which I think I might actually prefer to this. Finally, a makeup product which is my Wake Me Up Rimmel concealer. I actually have quite a few of these on the go usually. I'm not terribly sure what colour I use though. Definitely one of my favourite drugstore concealers, so I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for a slightly cheaper concealer. Not drying at all, it offers decent coverage but it's not too heavy, which is what I really like about it. The shade range isn't great, but other than that, a really great concealer. And that's the end of my empties. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thumbs up if you did. Links to all the products will be below as always. Let me know what you'd like to see in my next video and I'll speak to you all really soon. Bye!